I think classic bodybuilding is a very ancient and classical art form. There isn't anything new about it. The only thing new about it is the use of bodybuilding drugs, which didn't begin until, say, the 1950s. Ben and Joe Weider from Montreal, Canada, are the ones that we can really credit.
They started.
Yeah, and they were poor Jewish kids growing up in the west end of town, and you know, they were beginning to look at ways to develop and build bodies in bodybuildings, and they would start with things like birth control pills
Yeah.
for men to develop some.
Oh no!
Sure. Or what else were they doing? There was.
They're so creative, huh?
Yes, you know.
They try anything.
But the International Federation of Bodybuilders, the IFBB and everything, that was, you know, Joseph Weider and Ben Weider. The Weiders became, well, Arnold Schwarzenegger was a poster boy. He was the first one. They took this Austrian farm boy and, you know, the new generation of drugs and everything, and he was the experimental, the first one, and Arnold became, well, the most famous bodybuilder of all times. And nowadays, the bodybuilding drugs are much more powerful, much more potent, and there's more of them. And so you create these real monsters, you create freaks. Arnold was massive, but
It's not that much.
but not like we see today. But he was really the first one. But if you look at all the early bodybuilders, the natural bodybuilders, even the Hollywood movies, you look at Steve Reeves, you look at bodies like, let me think if there were some other ones. If you want to look at some of the really beautiful classic bodybuilders in the 40s and 50s, they had beautiful natural bodybuilders.
Well,
I'll show you. Here is Steve Reeves, for instance. Let me see where. Let's get a better one of him.
maybe I'll tell you while you're doing it, because my imagination goes wild. So I'm comparing the East, you know, and the East is more nature's way, and the West is stretch out to whatever you can.
Natural.
Ah, right.
That
So,
would be,
so this is what I see is that, like, if you imagine the Louvre,
you like this?
right?
It's natural.
Yeah, that's right. And no drug on
No.
that one, yeah.
No. This is,
But we go to the extreme. That's what I'm curious about. Because we are off from the nature's ways, what I was talking about, right?
right.
And in the East, this is Taoism. Way is not the human way, but as it happens, the nature's way.
The way of the Tao.
Yeah, way of the Tao. And I'm more into it, whereas this, just the example was the bodybuilding, right? But if I think about, let's say, the Mona Lisa or the Louvre, all the stuff on the ladies and the sculpture, it's wonderful, right?
Right.
But that's also the same kind of if I can stretch out, kind of addiction into whatever way possible into the current age and all that. So humanness, or the natural humanness, is gone.
Yes. Right.
And that's what I feel. And so if I say something toward the nature, nobody would listen. And like when people come to New Zealand and look around, beautiful nature, and the Japanese tourists may say, oh, there's nothing here. What a sadness it is. And in Japan too, the place I go is nearby the Mount Fuji and the beautiful ocean and hot spring and all that. And people go to the big cities and wow, what's going on here?
Yeah.
So the place I stay, I only pay like $20 a night or something.
Yeah.
But it's full of nature, and I can go diving and.
How perfect is that? Yeah.
So something is quite.
But you know, I would say I live downtown, right downtown Montreal, in the middle of everything. It's for me, having realized fundamental nature within myself, I can't take it out of myself.
And
Having realized it,
but in your case,
uh,
when did it happen to you that you cannot get out of it? That you like the nature, right?
I started.
I mean, you had those moments, and
I
why?
started. Listen, I became vegetarian and started meditating and doing yoga when I was 16 years old. My mother taught yoga, so that opened the door. I'm just saying I realized it then, and I'm not a vegetarian now. That's not the point. But I went through years and years in my early life.
That influence from your mother, you think?
Well, it started with her, and then I carried on my own.
Yeah.
And then you know, years of traveling, and you know.
So how do you digest with this trend of the the drugs for the bodybuilding or the all the beauty and all the extreme way versus the nature's way, which is boring, right? So
No, I don't think nature's way is boring.
I know
think,
that's what I'm saying, but people feel like what's the point?
Because
they need a stimulation.
They can't change their body on their own. They can't get the metamorphose that they want. They can't physically change their looks or their body. It takes too many years. If you're going to develop a really beautiful natural body.
But the point I'm saying is that in the East they don't do that much because they are just fine without it. So what's the difference? Where was the cause of it? That's why I'm going back. You said about the Greek.
Well, the East and West.
Right.
The West is much more outwardly focused on the appearance of things versus the East, which is the...
So I'm concerned about the future because of the AI and all that stuff going on. And I mentioned about this iPhone.
But I think the creation of a new archetype for the human body is powerful and healthy. And,
so you think that's part of nature that we wanted?
I am.
Yeah.
I am creating the healthiest, strongest body that I've ever had in many lifetimes. Because nowadays, we have more knowledge of supplementation and vitamins and herbs and healthy things that we can do to supplement our training that in past lives we didn't really have. So the science of nutrition and health and food has evolved to such a point. For instance, I'll show you, this is the supplements.
That's your supplement?
That's just part of them.
Oh, wow. They're like 100 or more.
And then there's here.
Wow.
And then there's...
Oh, these are the vitamins and everything.
Mostly herbs, vitamins. Most of what I take are ancient herbs. And
that's what you said about your health-oriented astrology.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. I mean...
You studied that, right?
Yes.
In a way.
Yeah, and I was in the business and I had stores for many years in supplementation.
So you're still doing it?
No. This is my personal. This is my personal. I have cupboards full, and I cycle them. I don't take them all every day at one time; it'd kill me. But I cycle. I take, so many of the things I take have been taken for thousands of years by, whether it's in Thailand or Peru or China.
Collecting those.
Well, they've been taking certain herbs for centuries.
Right.
And so...
that's the wisdom of the people.
That's the wisdom of the people. So I go to those ancient things more than anything else. Most of what I take is that. And then, of course, there's always the newest and the cutting through. This is from Western Africa. This is from Indonesia. This is from Thailand. The Shazander fruit berries is from China. Tongkat Alai is from Indonesia and Thailand. Thai black ginger. That's from Thailand. This is beetroot, guarana. This is Garcinia cambogia. This is like CLA 1000. This is, so I have so many, and I take natural source vitamins and stuff too. So all these things enhance me, and they give me an ability to recuperate and to recover from my training. The older we get, the longer it takes to recuperate and to recover from training. It could take 2 or 3 days. It could take 48, 72 hours to get in there. But I'm training 5-6 days a week usually. I'm cross-training, doing different things because I'm able to.
So how about this? I can see this analogy, right? It's like a sculptor make the sculpture, and you're sculpting yourself in a way that it makes sense.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's what it is, right?
That's exactly what it is.
Hello.
Hi, hello there.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you the new neighbor?
Kyo is my name.
What's your name?
Kyo.
Kyo.
Right. What's your name?
Mima.
Mima.
Oh,
Wow.
Mila.
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 She calls herself Mima.
Oh, Mima. Oh, sorry. I heard that one.
She's so
Mima.
friendly. Look at this.
Oh yeah, she calls herself Mima.
I like that.
Oh, he's gonna kiss me.
Mima.
Oh, she's trying to make you better. Have you got some injuries?
Oh, I see. Is that
Look,
right?
she's a natural healer.
No.
She's
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look
she's
at
trying to
that.
keep
I
it
cut.
better.
Yeah, yesterday I was diving and
You went in.
not that this way, but I was just playing in
Right.
the muscle.
You have some chicken pox there.
With her
It's
previous
chicken
injuries or
Yeah, that's the
mold.
skin that is
Yeah.
getting rubbed against something, and this is actually on the rock.
What a sweet. Look at that. Natural healer.
Happy kid.
She has magic healing powers. Wait,
Hey,
a minute,
hey,
I
Oh,
just
we
saw
need to
that.
charge your camera. We'll go and get it.
Mommy,
Very precocious.
I was talking to Linda when the kids
have some
shout out loud. It's such a beautiful
Oh.
sound, isn't it?
It is. It is. So,
But if I use this analogy of keep on doing it, because I was listening to the professional singers in Japan and just wonderful, right? So it's one of the sculpting the way of how we pick up some kind of mission in life or something like that, and it's so impressive. And like 40 years ago, I listened to it now, and
very much so. And of course,
that's in the genes. That's in the genes. That is the liveliness trying to find a way to express itself through whatever means. So it's natural, right? Obviously.
It is natural.
Yeah.
And I think what
But
I
that-
do is anti-aging too. I mean, I'm
That's also natural to want to be anti-aging.
anti-aging. I mean, we're not 25. We don't need to look like we're 25.
Right.
I'm not saying I don't want to look like I'm 71. I look at myself and I go, but I know the way I look and the way I feel. I know my strength is not normal for a 71-year-old. Most 71-year-olds are not. They're not in great shape.
How about this one? Since you talk about, I want to talk about my thing. And what I found in my case is that somehow having fun is the main theme, and whatever else doesn't so much matter.
I agree with that.
And I was just talking this in the YouTube too. The randomness. I'm kind of random guy, and why random? Because the kids are random, right? Like this, little kid coming and going.
Yeah, that's totally right.
And it's random in the nature's way. So that's where I connect to the nature's way coming out. And when I see the artificial difficulty of the iPhone is not functioning, and because the new and creating supposed to be convenient, flowing smoothly is not flowing because of the so many loaded up of the programs and all that stuff. And what I see like this AI, just recently the Chinese deep seek is
Yeah.
one of them, and that's that's also, and then there was a fire in Palisades, and I'm part of it. so those things are happening. So, but I wasn't influenced from those for some reason, which I could be. But I think if I find the reason of why I was okay, it's because of connection to the nature. Because if you're in the society, you're supposed to do this, supposed to do that, and that's too much, because it's a mind playing. And I still watch the YouTube and what's the stock prices and all that type of thing. But at this age, almost 77, I don't see much, and I feel that what's the word? What's the analogy of this? There's disease, but you have a way of the immune system maybe developing that. I'm not going to go there. I just stay with this fun-loving nature, and that comes first and then as I get older, I feel younger in spirit. And the reason is that I call it the randomness, that I can still afford to do some stupid thing. And it may kill me, but I just think it's kind of in my view, it's natural, in my case, to be a little bit stupid.
I think fun, with a capital F-U-N,
right, that's it, right?
Yes, that's the central axis.
When you do the bodybuilding, isn't there element of that? Is it?
I'm having a good time.
And also the diving too, right?
I'm having
You're the child, right?
Right. And when I'm in the gym, all the younger bodybuilders and younger kids and stuff, they look up to me. They respect me,
you.
They admire me.
Yeah.
They go, oh, my God, we hope when we're even alive, number one. And if we are, that we could look like you and look as great as you do.
I was told like that when I was surfing and doing things at the old age.
Yeah.
And they said that they want to be like me or something.
Yeah. So I'm able to like mentor and set an example, and the respect and the admiration you get is good for the ego too, and it's also fun. It's fun to go into the club and have the girls and the women very nice and happy too, and that's all part of it.
Maybe my problem is I'm having fun with the nature, not as much with the women.
Safer that way. And, so yes, the whole social element is there too, and so when you look great and you feel great, it's a radiation, and so when I walk into the gym,
something different.
People will come up to me, Stephen, we love you so much because you're always happy, you're always smiling, you're always positive, you're not coming in here negative or down or complaining. It's such a pleasure.
So there's an element of playfulness or something that comes out, right?
It's playful, fun.
Yeah.
Fun. The playfulness.
And that's a connection that I say like a kid mind.
Well, that's right. You have to keep the
childlikeness.
The childlikeness is very, very important.
That's a natural thing, yeah.
It's also a very, very natural thing. So all of those things combine to create a total. For me, I dress very nicely. I enjoy beautiful clothes. I'm out often, so, clothes on, clothes off, inside, outside is total package deal. I look great with my clothes on, but I would look better with them off.
So I feel sorry for myself that I'm not in that category of people.
Again, those are simply choices we make.
Attract some butterflies, by the way.
Yeah, for our own pleasure, for our own fun, and for our own enjoyment. When I go out and I look good and I feel great and I'm dressed very nice, doors open for me.
Okay.
You pull up at the Ritz or the Four Seasons, or welcome you in. You say hello, how are you? We're nice to see you.
You go to Four Seasons.
Well, I just live a block block away from it. There's the Holt is here, the Four
Right.
Seasons is here, you know, all these. Because I'm right in the Golden Mile district of Montreal, I'm
Okay.
right downtown. So that's my neighborhood.
See, that's the major difference. One example of difference that in my case, in Santa Monica, I pay like $60 a night or something, and I have to bring in my bicycle to there.
How do you even find that? That's amazing.
I know, but I was lucky to find it, and outside there's people, you know, shouting and homeless and all that.
Oh, yeah.
But I kind of like enjoying that, this is still part of my randomness and playfulness, because when I stay in some expensive hotel, I can't stand it.
I hear you. Yeah.
I mean, I feel guilty. So it must be really, really weird.
No.
You don't think so? Because no woman would be attracted, right, to the guy who is interested, not interested in.
Where is it, man?
Oh yeah, okay.
This is a condo that I live
Oh yeah, is it Four Seasons?
in. No, it's the.
It's a condo you live in.
Yeah, it's a condo.
Oh wow, in the middle of the city.
Yeah, right in the heart of the middle of the
Okay.
city. The Four Seasons is right here.
Well, how do you compare to here and there? Just tell me a little bit.
You can't. There isn't any.
Yeah, I know,
comparison.
but how you like it here too, right? Totally. But do you have that? You have the people and the environment that you like
Yes.
here.
Well, probably the way you like to see the cheap place to stay. This is completely country. There's no fashion. There's no style. There's no anything. It's just country people.
Right.
And so, one part of me is just very happy to take all my clothes and my finery off and come and just be
As you like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm very comfortable.
But
I'm
you
very
can
happy.
switch to the other side
very
too.
easily.
Yeah.
Very easily. I'm able to do
You're a
both.
chameleon.
But if you were to ask me, if I had to choose one or the other, what am I really?
Yeah.
At the heart of it, I'm really a country. I'm really.
All right.
If I had to make a choice,
Right.
you know,
How to live the last 5 years or 3 years of
yeah,
life.
Yeah, it would be in the natural state.
I
in
think
nature.
so. I think
Right.
so.
Yeah, because
In my case too.
Yeah, I mean, all of that is very superficial from one point
Right.
of view. The thing about me is, though, you know, I'm the kind of person that if a plane crashed on an island or in a jungle or something, you'd want to be with me, because as a man in nature, I know that I can take care of myself. And I
Right.
can go get a feed, and I can make
Yeah.
a fire, and I
Yeah.
can do a shelter.
Yeah.
So I'm okay in nature.
How about this one? Because
Most people are afraid to be in nature.
I'm weird enough, and relating to that point, right? Like a gauge 8 mentality. I like to fix things. When you're here,
Right.
you don't want to drive around to find something, because if you can fix it, you do it, right? That's my inquisitiveness and the challenge
the
for
old
me.
saying, the old saying was a piece of duct tape and engage 8. You can fix. That's all you need. Like the Kiwis here, pioneers.
So that when
learned
the jandal
how
is
to take-
wearing out or something
Yeah.
come off,
Yeah.
and you buy new, but I'll fix it. I'm fixing 5 times for the.
Right.
And that sounds stupid, right? Because you can just throw away and buy new, but it's sustainability and all that kind of stuff too.
All
I don't
my
know,
years
I'm
living
just-
here, I learned to.
But
You
the same
learn-
thing
you
about the
learn-
sustainability of your body
You
too,
learn to fix and take care of things yourself.
because that's
with
who you
what
got.
have.
Yeah, your body is one good example.
That's exactly right.
That is the point.
That is the point. That is the point.
That is the point. Yeah.
That's right. It's very good.
But we get fooled.
Have
Yeah,
you
we-
been fishing here?
I did some diving.
Okay, down
I thought
here?
that, yeah, right. I thought he may be diving just 3 days ago. I got the kawaii.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's all right.
Did you smoke it or did you just cook it?
Sashimi.
Sashimi, of course you do.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
Stephen
usually-
likes too.
Yeah, yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, yeah. I'm sure there's some kingfish, but I don't stay too long. So, but if that's the judgment. Take it or.
I have a lot of time here. I'm going to be fine. Everything's going to come right. I don't feel any hurry. I'm really happy now. Just
That's good.
taking it easy and enjoying just
But
relaxing,
let me
doing
know
nothing.
more about yourself, and I like to come and
Well,
stop.
we'll keep on talking.
Okay.
We'll keep on talking. I enjoy speaking with you very much.
Maybe I'm too much, but I
Not
hope
at
it's
all.
okay.
No, you're not at all. We have a synchronicity and there's a congruency, and you can see how.
And also, it's good to leave at certain point.
Yes,
Otherwise, you cannot digest or
that's correct.
you lose it.
And we cover a lot of ground, and
Right.
we ended up right back at a very good point.
Yeah.
That is a point as it connects to the body and the mind condition and nature. So it was a beautiful circular.
Right. Okay. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't matter.
See, now I'm feeling the energy. I'm feeling it. My body's breaking out with this chi. I feel the prana. I feel the vitality. I actually feel it.
I do too.
Yeah.
Because I think it's also because we communicated something, so the
That's-
body is feeling happy.
Exactly. Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you soon. I'll see you in the water soon too.
Yeah.